Deep Dark City Run. That's the series which in firstly I need to get some good items, to go to found the Deep Dark City, to be the warden, and after that to make a big base in the Deep Dark City. Enjoy! Hello everyone, my name is ZinoFabrik and welcome to Minecraft Hardcore Deep Dark City Run of Minecraft 1.19. For the beginning, I will start to collect my all crops and my all very important items, and I will go to find another place which I think is better. I took my all important items and now I will take my friend. I say goodbye to my place and I go in a long journey to find a better place for me. I place my boat and I start to search for one. And here is a village. I arrive in the village and I start to lock the villagers in their houses. So it's enough, but I want to lock more villagers in their houses because I want to be sure about I don't lose the all villagers. Here is nothing and I start to explore that village. And that's a very interesting location. I think that I will settle here. I found a lot of apples in that chest, some potatoes. After a little bit time I found here a bee nest and some bee, and I think it's a good idea to lock that bee in that bee nest. I have one bee in that bee nest and now I have two bee in that bee nest. That's a very beautiful location and I will try to get a good place for my starter base, I think. And after that I decided that's a good place for a starter base. And now I will start to make a little bit terraforming. After I made some terraforming here, I decided me to start to work on a farming place. I finished to prepare a place and I broke an iron hoe. After some time I finished to plant a lot of potatoes, some carrot, some wheat, and here is pumpkin, I think. That giant tree I grow up and I go to cut down that. And after that I start to make a little tree farm here. After that I start to work on a mine here because I need obsidian to make an end portal. And some diamonds to make more tools. That tunnel is a little bit harder to make because from here I go through in a lot of water. And firstly I need to make a tunnel and after that remove the water from the tunnel. I arrived down to the bedrock and here, very close to my tunnel, I found some diamonds. That's incredible and I go to took that very fast and here is so much diamond. How many diamonds is here? 8? I think here was 8 diamonds. That's incredible. Yeah, 8 diamonds. When I return to the surface, I collect my potatoes and I get a lot of potato. I make some stairs because I want to place a lot of stairs in my mine. And after a little bit time I managed to place the all stairs in my mine. And after that I go to explore the caves from that mountain because I need more coal. I took some spruce log and I started to work on a villager farm right here. After I gather some glass and dirt I start to continue to work on the villager farm. After a little bit time I managed to place the dirt, the glass, the water, the trapdoors, and now a big part of that villager farm is ready for the villagers. And after a lot of time, finally I finished to make the entire villager farm. Now the only stuff is to go with some villagers here and that farm will start to produce me a lot of villagers. I chopped down 2 giant trees and now I will start to work on the tube from the village to my villager farm to transport some villagers. I finished to make that tube from the village to the villager farm and here in that little house I have 2 villagers and that's the perfect spot to move that villagers to the villager farm. And the villagers are go to sleep. And because I arrived with that villagers here, now I will give to that some potatoes. And now that villager are ready to start to multiply and as you can see that farm are work perfectly. And the first little villager is here. Go down. There was a big explosion. I managed to remove the tube which I transport the villagers and I have here 2 little villagers. Because I need some calcite for my starter base, I go down in my mine and I start to search for some calcite. Here is some diamonds and here I found the first geode and I start to take the calcite. My diamond pickaxe are broke and now I need to go back to the surface, but I collect a lot of calcite. 5 stacks of calcite, that's incredible how many calcite is in one single geode. After I gather that material, I will start to work on a starter base right here. I spend some time by collecting dirt and I get a lot of dirt, and after that I will start to use that for my starter base. After a little bit time, that starter base I look like very good and now I need more dirt. After some minutes I managed to make another big part of the outside, but unfortunately I remain without calcite and I will need to go back in the deep to collect some. And after that I go back down in a deep to collect more calcite. After some time I finish to surround my starter base with calcite, and after that I do some terraforming here. And now I will start to work on the exterior design of that starter base. I finish a big part of the exterior and that are look like very interesting. After that I like the entire interior and I make a little bit terraforming. And that starter base is so big. After that I start to work on a little place for my villagers because I want to make a trading area in my starter base. I go in that mine because I need some iron for rails and minecarts to transport the villagers, and I found here some iron. And now I start to move my old villagers. A creeper exploded behind me and I was very close to die, but I'm very lucky because I have the totem. That was literally incredible. The little villager which I have here are die. And yeah, in big part I repaired that location, but unfortunately I need to go to get another totem. I made the portal, I turn on that and I go back to my old base to gather another totem. And after a little bit time I found my old portal. I'm back to my old base and now I will go to the mansion to gather another totem. And I beat some pillagers. And I found an evoker. It's very hard to beat that. And I beat the evoker. And I get another totem. That's very good. And now I will broke some block here because I want to prepare that location, because it's possible in the future I will beat another evoker exactly here, and I want to have a good place to beat that very easy. After some time I finished transport all villagers which I need to that trading area, and now I will go to collect some sugarcane and some book from that village. And to the end of the day I finished to make a little sugarcane farm. I explored a little bit and I found that portal ruin, golden apple and some gold block here. After a lot of searching I found here some cows. I took that and I go with that directly home. And finally after some time I arrive home with my old cows. I collect my old wheat because I need that for my animals, and after that I think it's a good idea to make some farmer villagers, because in the future in that way I will can get a lot of emeralds from my villagers. And I start to change the trade because I need some better trades like potatoes or carrots. That's an okay trade, and I go to collect my carrots with potato trades. And I need another one. And I gather another villagers with potato trades. And after some time I finished to extend the potato farming area. I finished to move the portal in my starter base, and now I need to go back in the mine to collect more calcite because I remain without any piece. I found another geode and I start to collect the calcite. I prepare the location for the chest and I start to work on that. Spend a lot of times and finally I finished to make one part of the storage, and now I will need to make another part. After that I start to place the lectern to see what enchant I can get from that villagers. Firstly I need protection 4 and unbreaking 3, and I try to get that from that villagers. After a little bit time I got an incredibly good enchant, protection 4 for only 20 emeralds. That's literally incredible. And I buy that book to block the trade. After a lot of more time finally I found blast protection 4. And now I go to my villagers to get unbreaking 3 and mend. I found here efficiency 5. I think that I need unbreaking 3 and mending, but that's incredible and I can't say no to that. And I block the trade by buying a bookshelf. I place one more lectern and the first trade is mending for 16 emeralds. That's incredible, and instantly I buy a book with mending. I spent a lot of time to get Unbreaking 3, but unfortunately I found only Unbreaking 2. Unfortunately I don't get any Unbreaking 3. But I think it's okay that Unbreaking 2, because it's incredibly hard to get Unbreaking 3 from the first trade with the villagers. And after a little bit time I made some new diamond tools. And now I will start to work on the central part of that starter base. I spent some time here and I get a very interesting floor for that starter base. I dig here a giant hole because I want to make a special location for my axolotl friend. Because I need some lush cave stuff for that special location for my axolotl, I decided me to go back to my first base, which is around the woodland mansion. I arrived back to my first base, which is around the woodland mansion, and now I will go down in my mine to collect some lush cave stuff. And I start to collect some. By mistake I found some diamonds here and I collect that very fast. That's very interesting. I found some diamonds. I found a lot of diamonds. How is that possible? That's literally incredible. That's literally incredible. How many diamonds I found here? 10 diamonds, and this more. That's incredible. 14 piece of diamond for a single location. If you want to check that, I will leave the seed and the coordinates in the description. After I gather a lot of lush cave stuff, I will start to work on that special place for my axolotl. After some time, I found a warm ocean and I start to collect the sea pickles. In my journey to home, I found that village and I found a lot of good items here. I arrive home and I start to place the sea pickles in the water to lighting that entire area. And after that, I place here my little axolotl friend. And he are very happy with his new home. The last thing which I want to make in that episode is to make a good pickaxe, which with I can mine a lot of netherite from nether. And now I start to gather some very good enchants to my future pickaxe. That's efficiency 5, it's an incredibly good enchant. After I gather some iron, I make some iron blocks. And now I can make an anvil. I place the anvil right here. I make unbreaking 3. Unbreaking 3 and mending on my diamond pickaxe, and that's an incredibly good pickaxe. And now I go in nether to repair that pickaxe with XP from mining quartz, and after that I will go to mine some netherite. I finished to repair my diamond pickaxe with efficiency 5, unbreaking 3 and mending. And that was the episode number 2.